I probably get consistent with my resolutions in January, February, and in March, your energy is waning. April, you're tired. May, you've forgotten about the resolution. Welcome to Intentional Living with Meb. We are in a new year and everybody has goals, vision boards, resolutions to work on. And maybe you even have something already written down resolutions you want to stick to in the year, or you're probably even scared of setting up any resolution because you've tried it in the past and oh man, this is not working. I try and nothing works. I probably get consistent with my resolutions in January, February, and in March, your energy is waning. April, you're tired. May, you've forgotten about the resolution. I'm going to be telling you why that resolution failed, or why your resolutions fail, and what you can do to ensure that your New Year resolutions or your New Year goals, if you happen to set any, do not fail. Now, the first reason your resolutions fail is you do not have a solid why. Before you craft anything or any vision board or any goal or anything you want to do for the year, why are you doing it? Ask yourself, why are you doing it? Why do you set goals at the beginning of the year? Why do you come up with resolutions you want to stick to during the year? Why? Why do you do it? Do you do it because you see people on social media posting their resolutions or writing the things they want to, or because your mentor does it, or because it's just what everybody does? If that's the reason you do it, I'm sorry, there's even only 20% chances that you eventually do them, because you need a solid why to be able to discipline yourself to do something. To ensure that your New Year resolutions do not fail, or whatever goals you set for yourself during the year does not fail, first ensure that you know why you're doing it, and that why is solid enough, is reasonable enough to keep you on track, to keep you working on those resolutions, working on those goals. Now, the second reason your New Year resolutions fail is that those resolutions are not aligned to who you are. They're not aligned to your core. They're not aligned to your purpose. If you need to find out how to discover your purpose, I have a video on that. I'll put it up somewhere on the screen. You could go watch that at some other time or immediately after this video. So you probably know an influencer online, and then they set up their resolutions and the things they want to accomplish for the year, and then you go ahead to copy their strategies or copy whatever goals they said and paste it. Or you see couples online doing stuff and you're like, couple goals, and then you start to put yourself and your spouse under unnecessary pressure to do what people whose life you know nothing about are accomplishing, right? So when you set goals or when you make New Year resolutions that are not aligned to who you are just setting yourself up for failure. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. That's what it is. So before you set New Year resolutions, before you set New Year goals or whatever goals at any point, ensure that it's aligned to your purpose as an individual. Ensure it's aligned to your values as a Christian, as a child of God. Ensure that it's aligned to your core, that this is something that you can do, you're willing to do, that you can give yourself to do, right? Ensure that your environment suits that resolution. Ensure that the influence over your life align with that resolution or with that goal, right? Ensure that your environment, the people you surround yourself with, your mindset can help you accomplish that goal. You cannot, for example, decide that, okay, this year you want to read 100 books, or this year you want to read 120 books, where you're surrounded by friends who are not particular about reading, who have more control over your time than you even do. Now, another reason your New Year resolutions fail is that you're trying to be a grown-up. So what do I mean? Grown-ups, when we eat in spoonfuls. Sometimes our spoons are bigger than what children eat with. So you're taking that food a very large amount at a time. That's what I mean by being grown up. When you set resolutions that you cannot accommodate within a short space of time or with limited resources, you're bound for failure. How do I mean? For example, you set a goal that, okay, this year I want to earn $1 million. And then you've not even understood how to earn $100 in a month. And you've not mastered your finances every month. How do you skip managing your finances for the month or improving your income for your revenue every month. How do you skip that and then go over to a year? So in setting your New Year resolutions or your New Year goal, ensure that things you can fit into time buckets. For example, ensure that things you can accomplish, you can do, maybe not all, but you can do part of or some of them every month, every day, every hour, you see, every quarter, every 2 months, every 6 months. Ensure there are things you can, do within smaller buckets, because it's the things that you're able to do within smaller buckets that you can get consistent at. And when you get consistent at something, you're very much assured of accomplishing that thing at the end of your given time frame. And then lastly, the reason your resolutions fail is that you fail to set up accountability structures for your goals, for your resolutions. So when you set goals and there's no means to measure or to ensure, first of all, ensure that you're keeping to what you said you would do. There's no means, you're not making your environment conducive for that goal. And then there's no means to measure to see, okay, how far have I come? Or have I eventually started my process of achieving this goal? If there are no means to do those things, your goal is most likely just going to sit on paper for the rest of the year. So to ensure that your resolution or your New Year goals do not fail, set up structures that will foster the actions you take towards that goal. For example, you set out to read 50 books this year. Ensure that you set up your schedule and your home in such a way that you'd be able to read all the time. If you have to buy physical hard copy books and place on your bedside or wherever to help you read often, if your resolution is to eat more healthy food this year, ensure that your refrigerator or your pantry, it does not consist of junk and sugary and highly processed food, right? You're going to ensure that at every point in time, your refrigerator, your pantry is filled with very healthy food. If your goal or your resolution is to grow closer to God this year, you're not going to be skipping church, right? You're not going to be skipping any gathering that talks about God or that fosters your relationship with God. You would want to get a hard copy Bible. You want to put yourself among Christians, among people who would help you grow closer to God. That's what I mean by ensuring that your environment assists the accomplishment of your goals. And then take time often to review your goals, to see your progress. You can do it daily if it's something you want to be doing daily. You can do it weekly, monthly, but try not to wait till the end of the year to do a review of those goals. You can make sure your review come as often as possible so that you can always put yourself back on track. I'm very sure this video has been of immense help to you, and I'm also positive that from today, your goals, your New Year resolutions, or whatever goals you set at any point in your life do not fail. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Don't you want to be the first to get the juicy and a defined gist on this platform? So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.